How much money is being made all from selling this data, this information?
Billions and billions and billions of dollars. And
You're saying it's going to be more than oil? Is
yes,
that what you were
oh,
saying?
absolutely. So right now, so I remember we had a team of about 8 guys, and we would travel all around the world. We traveled to many different countries, and at one point in time, a part of the team that I was involved with was in Barcelona, Spain, and they're listening to a man who, because we were with the elite,
Right.
it was the second richest man in all of Japan, and he was giving a lecture in Barcelona, and his name is Masayoshi Son. And he said by the year 2030 that there should be 1 trillion connected devices throughout the world. So it's like, wow, that's a lot. Well, it's a lot whenever you put it in a comparison to what we have right now. That's nearly a 14,000% increase. So what's going to happen over these next 7 years? What's happening right now with artificial intelligence will explain it. And the fact is this, and before I even go there, Masayoshi Son not only is the second richest man in Japan, but he was the owner of ARM, which is basically in almost 100% of all cell phones in the entire world. The microchip is from ARM. So this is this guy.
Wow.
Okay? He was also the top guy of the Saudi Arabia's vision plan, which just, I remember whenever they first announced it, within their first wave of fundraising, they had raised over $100 billion to put into AI.
Wow.
And this guy was leading it, okay? So this is not, the things we're talking about today isn't just random things that we're just learning about some random journalist that's writing an article. These are from the kings of the earth
Right.
and what they are building. And he believes that there's going to be 1 trillion connected devices by 2030. Okay, and every single one of them is going to be data collectors. And I've talked about it on the show before. It wasn't in my notes or anything like this, but what's going to happen, and I remember in that lecture, he talked about how they're all going to be sending it to something called what they are calling a global brain.
A global
That's what
brain.
they are calling it. They're calling it, not me. This
Right.
isn't some fancy word I thought that describe it. They're referring to it. The elite are referring to what they're building as a global brain. And how one of the things what's going to be instituted is they're going to be able to have all these devices collecting data, and the world is going to be connected through a system like a spider web over the earth through low Earth orbiting satellites. Remember the LEO satellites?
Right.
So by the year 2030, we will likely have somewhere around 40,000 plus LEO satellites circling the Earth. Okay? So there have already been a few thousand that have been sent up over the past 2 to 3 years. And to put that in perspective, if you go back to, let's say, I don't know, anywhere between 2005 to maybe 2017, 18-ish, somewhere around there, there were at any given, it's actually different speculation on this, but to put a window on it, there was somewhere between 800 to 1,100 active satellites around the Earth. And by 2030, there will likely be over 40,000.
Wow.
They are creating a spider web all around the world, and these devices are going to be collecting your data, sending it to, that's going to be the web around the world from the LEO satellites, and then ultimately sending it to a global brain.
A global.
So how much money is to be had? Well, how much money can you make from that type of power? And once again, that kind of goes back to the wealthiest family in all of the world with the most profitable country in the history of mankind is selling the very thing that has made them rich to invest into this new world of artificial intelligence.
Wow.